8 valley villagers, 1 crown, 1 chance to slay. They'll design the best Sharksnap. They'll glam up, they'll risk it all. Welcome to Mr. Left Shark Main Stage.
And shine, old style, simply divine. Scarlet's looks are fire, hot cocoa, sweet, chic and cozy. Laney Fay's magic is everywhere. Crescent smile is graceful like coral gleam. Keto, senpai, and Tanny all cheer. The judges are here in the valley where dreams all play. Slay or slay.
Hello everyone, Mr. Left Shark here. I want to welcome you to the first ever episode of Mr. Left Shark Slay or Slayed. What is Slay or Slayed, you say? Let me explain it. This is a Dream Snap, a Sharksnap competition. Technically it's the same as Dream Snap, but with a different name and no tax limitation. I have invited 8 content creators to participate in this wonderful event. Each week, they will face off in a Sharksnap battle, and one of them will be eliminated. Before getting eliminated, the bottom 2 of the week will fight for their place in the competition in a quick snap. What is a quick snap, you say? Let me explain this one as well. Both contestants will have a time restriction to create an outfit based on a theme provided by our guest judge of the week. Well, on that note, let's meet our 8th content creator.
Hi everyone, it's Hot Coco. I love making DDB content on YouTube and I'm so excited to be here.
Hey there, I'm Topher of Topher's Tavern. From dreamlight to the deep sea, I'll be serving shimmer and shark chic.
Hello friends, my name is Oat of This World, you can call me Oat. I am a variety streamer, primarily on Twitch, but you can also find me on YouTube at times. I play Dreamlight Valley, Palia, and Phasmophobia as of late.
Hello, this is Dreams with Jam. You can find me sharing design and fun on YouTube and on Instagram.
It's Laney Fay. You will find me hanging out on YouTube where I stream DDB and other content.
Hi, I'm Cress. You can find me on YouTube streaming DDLV content and also build inspiration.
Hi, I'm Monsieur Mike. You can find me on YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram.
Hello, I'm Scarlet. I stream on Twitch. I also stream and upload on YouTube. And I am just so excited to be here. Thank you so much.
Tonight, our Valley Villager are giving more crown than the castle can carry. Because it's a royal welcome. Whether you're serving tea with the queen or ruling your own fairy tale kingdom, we want velvet sparkle and a scene that shines brighter than a royal ball. And who's here to help us to pick the next ruler of Dreamsnap? The ocean old-fashioned monarch herself, Keto's here!
What's crackin'? I'm Cozy Keto, and I'm so happy to be here as a judge for Season 1 of Slay or Slayed. You can find my content on YouTube and my leaks around the community as well.
Now that you have met all our contestants and our first guest judge, let's move to the runway. So for our first review today, for Slay or Slayed, we have Dream with Jams. Please present us your Sharksnap you did this week.
So basically, I wanted this to look like just a beautiful princess, the little black dress, as I just kind of think of something formal. The little black dress for me always pops out. And then the scene that I built is this just beautiful winter landscape behind.
Oh, I think this is absolutely lovely. I love the winter flare. I love all of the sparkle, all of the shine, and what I was saying at the beginning about us having just that special flair captured in these snaps. I think, Jam, that you did that to the max. This has all of that jam spice in it, and it is just stunning. I love the symmetry. I love the use of those trees in the background. And I love the way that you've captured not just one, but 3 castles. Chef's kiss. Gorgeous. I love this.
Yes, and I could not agree more with what Keto just said. To me, when I look at it, I see a beautiful castle court that you're coming into the castle. I love that you have another castle on the right, which means it'll look like a continuation of it. And knowing that, yes, you have Anna's castle on the left, sorry. What I get from it out of it's like the maiden court, where, you know, all the people working in that castle live. You know, there's the kitchen, there's the room for them. Like Ito said, the sparkle are just placed perfectly on that scene. It's equally everywhere. It's symmetric. The color are beautiful. I love that you went with a black dress because all your color are blue, baby blue, you know, some beige into it. I love what you did there. Good job. This is stunning. This is amazing.
The black does really pop against all of the blue and gold touches. That's a great point, Shark. It's
even the
so
red
beautiful.
Hair. Even the
and
red
the red hair, yeah.
It's, you know, the
It
only
almost
other
ties
touch
into the dark golden and the red in those banners.
Yeah.
Especially with the note of the crown. Gorgeous. Stunning. Love it.
So good job, Jam. Good job.
Thank you.
Up next, we have Topher.
Yes, so when I heard the royal welcome theme, I immediately thought of myself as welcoming some royals. So I thought about the royals we have in the valley, and I decided I wanted to do an Aladdin and Jasmine welcome. I really wanted to, I pictured them like up on a balcony or on stairs, which in our game, which we don't have levels, is difficult to do. So I scouted different locations, and I went ahead and went with the stairs. Obviously, this is from the meadow up to the plaza, and tried to transform it into their Arabian palace, which I had a lot of fun doing. And then just had them on the stairs, and like I'm, you know, bowing down, welcoming them, and I'm really happy with it. Originally, I had Jafar up by the left camel looking down on the situation, but I decided to remove the negativity and just have the royal couple with their magic carpet and me genuflecting to them, if you will. I also originally had it as a daytime shot, but I really liked the moon. By catching the sliver of the moon, it kind of gave me full moon vibes, and it's like reflecting off the palace. And in the end, I just decided to go with nighttime, and this is my royal welcome.
Thank you, Topher. So, Topher, on that one, the like you said, the moon is the first thing that I looked at, and it's giving me Arabian Night. I see that scene where Jasmine and Aladdin are flying in the sky with the carpet. All the gold that you took, everything is well placed. The camel, everything. It looked like their castle. The way you place that fence in front of the stairs is really giving balcony. You know, we know we're limited in that game, but the way you place those plant pot with that fence there, this is well done. I love all the confetti you use. I love the butterfly that you used. This is just giving those little confetti touch that you're getting at the bottom of the picture a continuation to the sky without being confetti. But those color pop. The night shot, I think, is the best option. You went there. Amazing job.
Topher. Can I just say that my jaw physically dropped. Like my mouth was open while you were describing your snap because this is stunning. I don't know what Shark is on about with limiting because I wouldn't know that you were limited in any capacity because this looks so good. All of the details feel so intentional and they're so cohesive. I love the golds and those deep blues. And then even having that brightness on the sides from the fountains matching the moon up top, like stunning, gorgeous. I love this. And then even catching Jasmine's wave. This is everything. This is everything to me. I'm kind of obsessed with this shot. I'm kind of obsessed with this. I can't lie. It's gorgeous.
Good job, Topher. Really. You
really
did an
good
amazing
job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hot Coco, you're up next.
Hi guys. So for my snap, when I thought of a royal welcome, I was kind of thinking of like the British royal family, and usually whenever they make their presence known, there's always a lot of press going on outside. So I kind of wanted to give that effect. And one thing that you mentioned in the description was very velvety. So I wanted to use the velvet inauguration ribbon along with the red carpet just to complement like the two reds in the shot and keep that very central. And I just wanted to make sure that the fireworks in the background were very evenly spaced out. But in the end, I wanted to make the foreground a little bit darker because that's where all the paparazzi would be standing, so it would be very crowded. But the background, I wanted to make it very bright, and I wanted to have the castle and other buildings in the background as if this area with the florals was created just for them to walk to the castle.
Okay, so my first thought when seeing this is that this is an insane perspective shot. I feel like I am the paparazzi coming to get the perfect shot of the royals as they arrive and maybe even debut to the community. Like, this is stunning. I love the use of the camera and the near symmetry of the scene, but then the little notes like the camera on the right and then the carriage on the left to kind of create a depth of field. And also, it helps to not make the foreground feel too crowded because those cameras can get just a little invasive with your shot and take up a lot of space, especially when they're fully shown. So I love how this was done. It's gorgeous. This feels picture perfect.
I feel like I'm, those kind of game where you're first person view and you're watching something happen. That's how I feel. The way, and Coco, just correct me. You are in third camera mode, right?
No, I'm in regular picture modes, like the mode that's after the selfie mode.
You're in second one. Are you using something to bring the camera a bit more up or no?
Nope.
No, I think that this is actually what we used to see with Dream Snaps before it became common to push the camera forward, where people would kind of create these very intricate foregrounds and very perspective-based foregrounds where you were almost looking over something into something else.
Yeah.
And I'm getting the same energy from this. It's very classic, very timeless. It's almost like nostalgic to a different era of Dream Snaps. And that makes me so excited. It gives it that classic feel that I would expect from a royal welcome.
Yeah. And you fooled me. I thought this was third camera mode, so good job on that. You fooled me on that one. The foreground with the red ribbon and you being right in the middle of those, it's putting focus on you, that princess that's coming into the castle. I love that you went with red carpet. And it's not crowded. There's no other people because we know usually red carpet, we like when we see one people walking down, another one walking down. What you did here is amazing. I love that you used the Lion King wall, the vine wall, bush wall, whatever they're called, to create that closed area that, like you said in your description, was made for that event. The fireworks are really well placed. Like you said, you made sure that they were spreading fairly everywhere, and you did a good job on that. I love the marble column that you use as well. I would have not thought they would fit well there, and you made them feel well. Those chandelier, I don't have them. I'm jealous. They're beautiful, and like Keto said, having the camera on the right and the little Keto, what's the word in English?
The carriage?
The carriage. It's balancing that there's not another camera on the left, so it's balancing on both sides. So Coco, chef kiss, the dress is pretty. The fact that you went with the blue and green made you stand out on that red carpet. And even behind the castle, which has, golden and gray wall. Amazing. Well done, Coco. Oat, you're up next.
So when I first saw the challenge for this theme, I wanted to utilize the first dress that I've ever gotten in game, which was from the Founders Pack. So I put that dress on first and decided I wanted to create a theme that matched well with that dress. I wanted to use a lot of the celestial items because I felt like the gold and the blues and the cool tones would pair really well with it. And then I included carriages based on the fact that it's like a royal welcome. That's pretty much it.
Oat. The symmetry you have created here is on point. Nothing seems that it misaligned. I don't have the founder's pack, but is that supposed to be a Cinderella dress?
I don't know. It's called Once Upon a Time Ball Gown.
Okay, so Once Upon a Time I think it's the song of Cinderella. I'm not sure. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong.
I do believe that it's intended to be Cinderella's ball gown in the silvery tones.
So then,
okay,
with what you did here, using that watch necklace is giving me a callback of go back home before midnight. That's the first thing I see. We know Cinderella is in a royal ball when she goes there. The fact that you use those wings and you use all the celestial item is the perfect callback to those wings and is, to me, perfect. Anna's castle in the back, even if the sky is blue, pops so much because it's a kind of different blue. And I don't know if you did that on purpose, but the middle of your crown is perfectly aligned with the middle of the castle. And that's those kind of detail that we're gonna, not especially, it's popping out to me when I look at it. Everything is centered in that picture. It's beautiful, the choice of color with that wintry vibe. And I like, that you showed us it's on a floating island. You did not overcrowd the background. you're letting it breathe. What you did here is just chef kiss. It's stunning. Good job, Oat.
So I think this is where my judgy starts to come out. And I only say that because I don't know how I feel about the uneven pathing. I almost wish that those divots that come out between the lamps and the banners weren't there. However, that is my literal only critique on this entire scene. I agree with Shark where I feel as though this is stunning and I love that you've given the set some room to breathe. I also love the details of I'm guessing those are the fireflies just based on the scatter. Um, but I'm loving the way that they help to break up the blue sky and keep it from kind of becoming a pool of empty space. It really helps to create this glittery, cohesive effect of these blues and silvers and golds and these really royal tones, which is perfect for a royal welcome. I also really like your use of the carriages in this almost like half moon driveway setup. It's really reminding me of those courtyards when all the royals would come in and be welcomed to the ball. So I really appreciate that note. I appreciate that realism as well. I think this is stunning. I think that, yeah, my only note is really just that pathing up front because to me, I'm looking at everything and it's so gorgeous and it's a little bit distracting to me. But that is my only critique, and it's not something that I think would be necessarily detrimental in like a dream snap
No.
per se, but as we look at the nitpicking, that is something that I would notice and I would rather see snow there. Just a personal note.
But Oat, the overall picture is beautiful.
Perfect.
It's like A1. So,
Thank
good
you.
job. Scarlet, you're up next.
Ooh.
Hi, friends.
Hello,
So,
Scarlet.
hi. So, the inspiration behind this was I'm ready for a winter ball. I don't know if anybody else is. I know we're just barely getting into fall, but if we were going to have a ball, I want it to be winter. So, the idea is that I'm Sleeping Beauty. I'm Cinderella. I'm the main character here. I just got out of my carriage and I'm entering the royal ball. And Anna and Elsa, the best couple in the valley, in my opinion, is here to welcome me and usher me in and help me find my Prince Charming. And so I wanted to go for sunset, very dramatic. We're about to start the party, so it's perfect lighting and everyone's having their amazing walkway up to the castle. So that's it.
Scarlet. So, this is gorgeous. I love the creative use of pathing here. I think that this is stunning and so unique, and I've never seen anything like this before, but I'm in love with it. I love it so much, especially with those gold and I think those are the opal ones. Those roads though, they get really uneven. And it's hard to work with them, in my opinion, because of the patterning on them. But when you do it this way, you eliminate that potential awkwardness. And I really appreciate that. I also cannot argue that Anna and Kristoff are the best couple in Dreamlight Valley. And I don't know, maybe all of Disney, in my opinion. So I do love them dearly, and I love seeing them featured here. I also love that this is a very magical, dreamlike welcome. It's giving that fantasy, that little girl dreaming of growing up, finding her Prince Charming, and being a royal just like her favorite royals. So I love that little bit of storytelling. I love that baby Sven is in here. My goodness, he's so cute. My only critique is another nitpicky thing, and it's that I don't like that in this bottom left corner that I can see the projector. I wish I couldn't see where that pink, glowy, dreamlike lighting was coming from. But other than that, that is my only baby critique. just because, like Shark said, and like I said earlier, we are looking at the baby details. So that's my only note. But otherwise, I think this is stunning. I love the colors and I love the sunset usage. So just well done, Scarlet. This is gorgeous.
Thank you, Keto. Scarlet, where to start? First of all, I don't think you did that on purpose. But Keto, I don't know if you notice. This is supposed to be, like Scarlet said, a place where she will find love. And if you look behind the castle, there's an orange cloud that look like it's shaped like a heart. Right there. I don't know,
Oh,
Scarlet,
I
if
didn't
you
even
did that on
notice.
purpose, but girl,
I
that
didn't even
looked
notice.
like
That is the
it
detail.
looked like a heart.
I
Did
I have to say that's why the bottom left isn't perfect, because I was like, I'm not redoing it because of that heart looking cloud.
and with
So
that,
thank you for seeing it.
I'm okay seeing that. I never saw any shape cloud like that. Cloud shape like that. It's stunning. That orange cloud is giving a callback there with orange. Another thing that I like, we know it's a pumpkin, and I love that this here look like it's part of the carriage because of the color. It's glowing, and behind, just in front of that orange cloud, it's popping up even more, and it's blending so well with the carriage that it looked like part of it. The fireflies are placed amazingly there. Like Keto said, that padding is a bit hard to do. I love that you went with a checker kind of vibe here, and I like that. I don't see a lot of people doing that often, but what you did here is just stunning. Sven, obviously, baby Sven is just cute. You posed them at the right time, and if that pose with that cloud was the reason you kept it there, I'm willing to pass on that because that factor here is amazing. What I can suggest though, Scarlet, if ever this happen, don't hesitate to use the black bar. It's gonna look a bit like a movie, and you would have not lose your cloud. So if you're not sure that there's something that could show up, always use the black bar. It's not gonna affect the picture itself. It's gonna make look like you're watching a movie scene, which I think would be clever here too. It would have not bring down your picture, and it would have just hidden that. But outside of that, because of that, I'm gonna pass on that one. That little nitpicking here. Hannah and Christoph obviously are pretty well posed. I love that you used the water fountain from the the night show star pet we had. And I don't know what's in the background. Where did you do that on a floating island?
Yes, it's the floating island.
Okay. Did you had something behind the castle?
I think I just had trees.
Because to me, when I look there, it looked like the castle is even bigger with those shape in the in the sky behind. It's giving me like a bigger part of the castle that the sun is just too bright that we cannot see the reflection. But Scarlet, the color used there, it's amazing. Good job.
Thank you guys so much. I will take everything you said and put it into the next week's.
Chris, you're up next.
Okay, so my first thought this week, actually, as I was making plans, is that I was going to use the theme of my very first Dream Snap, which actually was a winter ball theme. But about halfway through the week, I changed my mind, and I decided that I was going to go with my favorite princess instead, so we have a Rapunzel-themed shot. I thought it would be really fun to create a scene where Rapunzel and Eugene are welcoming us to the annual Kingdom of Corona Lantern Festival. So that's what I recreated here. I wanted my character to look like she was dancing at the festival, so I used the Nana pose. And then to balance out the photo, I invited Rapunzel's cousin Anna and her fiance to join in. I really wanted the whole shot to just feel very warm and bright and festive. So I chose the sunset setting because I really liked the lighting of the sky. And then I waited for Kristoff a very long time. I waited for Kristoff to play his lute just to add to the whole scene. And that's it.
Thank you, Chris. Chris, I love that you invited Anna because she's her cousin. Because to me, it's the perfect reunion we had from that Easter egg. Because for people who don't know, when Elsa do her coronation in the first movie, there's a scene where we see Rapunzel and Eugene walking in to the castle. So you doing that here, Chris, chef's kiss. The first thing outside of that detail that popped to me, it's you use the floating lantern, but you use those bubble to create a level where they look like they're starting to go into the sky, and that's smart. Having Rapunzel and Eugene in front of that table with that lantern there, amazing. You look like you're having fun. You're looking like you're going to that, to the castle, and they're welcoming you. Chris, I even love the fact that you put a piano there. I love that you use that little bench that bring back a bit of the purple and pink that we see in the picture. The color you choose there are just simply amazing. I saw that you use confetti and I saw that you use firework. Do you have some fireflies placed somewhere to make it look like even? Or it's only firework? Because if you did that, you're the queen of firework. You really did a good job on that.
It's actually just fireworks, and it took me hours to get it to look that even. So thank you.
That's commitment, guys. So I love that you have all the. So yeah, I just noticed that you have Christoph playing this instrument. You have a guitar. You have the harp. You have the piano. You have the violin. This is just stunning, Chris. Amazing job.
I am so sorry. Give me a second. I had a physical reaction to this photo. I
I knew when I saw Rapunzel, I was like, "Oh my god, Tito's gonna freak out."
I literally took a selfie. Like I'm like crying. This is like perfect. Oh my god. No, seriously. Like the details are perfect. Like I don't know. There's something about both Frozen and Tangled that gets me emotional, and like seeing them together and seeing all these details so perfect. Like maybe I'm a softie because I'm a mom now, but like I'm legitimately crying. This is gorgeous, Chris. Like the colors, the sparkles, the details, the flurry of lanterns, having Rapunzel and Flynn back there like they're ready to set theirs off together, Anna and Kristoff playing a little song before they set theirs off, like it's giving that they're sending their lanterns off for their loved ones, and I don't know, my heart can barely take it. This is stunning. This is everything, Chris.
Thank you both so much. I appreciate it.
This is amazing, Chris. Thank you.
I didn't know I was going to be crying today. My God. Oh my God. No, that's like insane. Why am I crying over a dream snap? Oh gosh. Gorgeous, gorgeous work.
Laney Fay, you're up next.
All right, so for my snap, the first thing I wanted to go ahead and do for my snap was use the Storybook Vale Castle. I wanted the idea of an outdoor throne room and like my character arriving in a carriage to go ahead and meet the royal family. So of course I've got the carriage and I'm like, hey, I'm here. We have a royal carpet there as the entrance, and I just really love the idea of using the side that has the stairway in Mythopia, and I just thought the angles and everything would be really beautiful for a shot. That's what I did.
Thank you, Laney.
First things first, Laney. Love the movement and dynamic energy to this scene, and I adore it. I will also say that I love the glints of lighting on these metallic pieces of the carriage. I think that those notes are just stunning. I also love that you've used various candles and candelabra elements throughout the scene, combined with the fireworks and are those fireworks and fireflies? Or just fireworks?
Yes.
Oh, it's both? Okay, thought so. So the combination of the two is giving the perfect amount of sparkle and shine to the top, which matches all of that gold underneath of it. This is just gorgeous. And then can we talk about the makeup? The makeup, Laney. It's perfect. I love the colors you used and I love the pattern. So completely well done on your look, on your scene. It's just gorgeous. I love this.
The first thing I saw was your eyes. And we know, Fay, Fairy, and like Keto was saying, we want to see part of you in Doe Snap, and you could have not done it better than that. To me, when I look at you, it's giving me fairy magic vibe with that makeup. Amazing job. I love that the way where you used it. I did not saw that at first. I got it when you told me when you told us, sorry, that you were there, and I loved that you used that to your advantage and you're placing furniture on different level. It's giving depth to the picture, and this is just amazingly done. Love the carriage. It's popping up front. I love that you did that picture. You're up front to it. I have one little detail that I'm gonna comment on that though. It's if you look at the carriage. It's not your fault. It's a game issue. But I would have probably maybe see a little green bush, just to hide the fact that we see the dirt of that. That's my only little nitpicking that I'm gonna add there. Outside of that, that scene is amazingly done. Well done. Good job, Laney.
Thank you so much.
Monsieur Mike, you're up next.
Hi guys. So for this one, I this character as being the last king of all kings. The one that stays after the world is destroyed, but is clinging to his power. So that's why he's here, where he used to rule, with all the money he took, with all the power he had, but with no kingdom left to rule. So that's it.
When I opened that picture, the first thing I saw is, let's say I would have seen that picture anywhere, I would have known you would have done that. Like I said to Laney and what Keto said, Mike, your snap, you have your own aesthetic. No one does snap like you do, and this one is screaming Monsieur Mike. The way you shot it, the way you use the cobra head from, the Jafar furniture, all those pile of friches, the red, the gold. This is just stunning. I love that there's a little like nature is overtaking that area with, the vine going down from the trees, and even the lamppost are well used there. I would have never thought someone using those lampposts there, and they fit perfectly. Having the tower, it's the Tower of Terror, there's the Wally sign, and there's the Haunted Mansion. With the trees, your background, even if we don't see that much, we see that layer of thing placed there. This is well done, Mike. I don't have something else to say. You just did an amazing job on that one.
Thank you.
Okay, so my first thing with this is that I am getting that darker, more grungy, more almost mystical touch, and I love it. I love the unique take on this challenge, and I love the story that goes with it. I think that this is a beautiful display of creativity. I love the details, especially with the tables and the chairs. I think that all of the colors also come together just so perfectly. Because to me, all of the darker reds, all of those lighter, almost hazy grays, and then that muted gold color just really come together. And it's dreamy, but it's in a different way than I felt that Scarlet's was dreamy. This is it's almost, I don't want to say like a bad dream because it's not bad, but it has that almost out of body paranormal feel to it. And I think that's so cool. I think it's so cool. I love this.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, Monsieur Mike.
Well, guys, this was the first episode of Mr. Left Shark Slay or Slay Season 1. In that episode, there's no elimination as I wanted my fellow contestant to showcase themselves. I had Keto judging with me. I think we were fair, and I hope you liked it. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!